It doesn't need to make sense. Dream traveling is based on pure invitation and desire, something that is pulling you to that location. There is a deep knowing that you belong there. And maybe that's going on a beautiful trip to the beach, doing mission work in Costa Rica. Maybe a spiritual journey, pilgrimage, or a simple solo dream travel trip on your own. Recently, I was actually asked a question of where do I want to travel to? And I shared my answer with this person. It's a place that I desire to go year after year. And they asked me, what about, a second place that you want to go to? I told them that place hasn't been revealed to me yet, and that I would need to pray about it and ask for guidance. And I think that the travel market and social media has romanticized travel. It's almost like a barrier to entry for any relationship, from friendships to getting married. Everyone says that they like traveling now. But I haven't heard anyone honestly open up and say to me, growing up, we couldn't travel. And now I'm successful. I'm able to, and I do it often, and I love it. I love seeing the different types of places because it humbles me when I see people of different walks of life. And it also excites me when I learn more about, history and nature. I've also talked with individuals who travel for work and have a completely different outlook on travel. But no one really discusses the other side of traveling, the side with, delays, travel sickness, layovers, jet lag, lost luggage, and even more. And maybe that's a good thing. But what if traveling can be blessed all over, from the packing to driving to the airport, to the arrival at the location, the hotel, the experiences, and even coming back home safely? What if traveling is blessed all over? It's like the air is different when you arrive at your travel location, and everything you do just works out. Once I experienced traveling like this, I wanted to make sure every trip was filled with love, peace, and blessings. And instead of getting distracted or conditioned on, the places of where you should travel to or what it should be like, I let my inner, true, pure thoughts guide me on where I should be going. And just last week, I was running an errand, gift shopping, and I had my purse in my elbow and a heavy shopping bag sealed in my hand. And on my other hand, I had my phone and a hat, and I was trying to balance everything. And I dropped my phone. And since then, my iPhone has had trouble connecting to the cellular services. It would work at times, and then others, the phone would say SOS, meaning that I could only call 911. And yesterday is when my iPhone decided to completely stop, connecting to the cellular network. And for me, I have upcoming events. And after troubleshooting a few phone calls, even after a busy day, something inside of me was telling me to go get it done today. I decided to go in person to get this matter resolved. And during this time, 2 people told me that, you might need to go buy yourself a new iPhone. And I tell them it's gonna be a simple fix, just like what the phone company representative had told me about the phone. I have to keep faith in God's plan, that it would be a simple fix. And if something else, there might be a reason for it that I couldn't see at the time. And I was so busy that the mind didn't have time to, go into the stories of fear or what ifs. And so on my drive to the phone company, I fully surrendered all outcomes to God. Internally, I came to terms that no matter what happens, it's for the best, to keep faith that it's, gonna work out. And that's exactly what happened. In a matter of just 10 minutes, my phone was connected to the cellular system. And what had happened, my SIM's chip was moved when I had dropped the phone, and the gentleman, fixed it for me. Just like that. It was a simple fix. Sometimes we get these invitations from God to do a certain thing, experience this, take this action, do it, because we don't know what the higher plan is. After getting my phone fixed, I shopped some more out of excitement. It was dark out. I got to see a beautiful big outdoor Christmas tree. I even enjoyed the beautiful winter weather and much more. I was beaming with so much, gratitude, like on my drive back home. And in my culture, they say that to be invited to do a spiritual pilgrimage, you must receive an invitation from God. People try to visit these like holy lands, they book their tickets, but some of them never reach that location due to commitments, health, and much more. What if every single day is an invitation? Every moment is an invitation, but it is we who have forgotten the Most High. And as we follow those divine guidances, nudges, signs, not only are there even more blessings given to us, but there's like peace and gratitude. And with traveling, especially dream vacations or dream traveling, they are based on an invitation. Before all the distractions, the social medias or other people's opinions start polluting the mind into fear, limiting beliefs or stories. The invitation was always pure. And I believe by sticking with it and traveling to this desired location is honoring it. And yes, desires can change too, or you can outgrow them. And if you're changing this like location place really often, ask yourself, was this your original desire, or have your thoughts and desires affected by outside noise? And I discussed this more in yesterday's video. Go back to the original desire and walk towards it, because it can open doors more than you could imagine. When I manifested a dream travel trip, it unlocked several more after. This knowledge can be applied to all aspects of life, not just travel. When I manifested and completed my education, it unlocked the different types of work that I get to do, and God willing will continue to do, that have changed the lives of others simply by changing how I conduct trainings, do introductions to fundraising initiative. And lastly, I want to share a book that I read years ago. It's called Reclaim Your Heart. And there are two quotes that I often recall about the soul. And I'm paraphrasing here, so be patient with me. But when the body has passed and it's time to collect the soul, for some souls that are so attached to this worldly plane, it would be like having to tear out the soul out of the body. And I feel like people have forgotten the real purpose of being on earth. Once that purpose is forgotten, a person can be granted a beautiful life on earth. But when the time comes, if they are attached to worldly things, children, lives, money, so much more, they don't want to leave that life. And second one is for the believing people, that our true home is with God. And that's where the soul really wants to return to, the real home. Once a person starts their spiritual journey, the soul guides you home. If you like this video, make sure you share it with someone, and until next time.